Have you ever felt like love was an addiction? Like when you're in it, everything is great. But when you come out of it, there's this crash that can knock you down for days or even months? What if I told you that this feeling is actually scientifically proven and that there are even studies to back it up? Today, we're diving into why love feels like an addiction, the science behind it, and how you can manage those intense ups and downs. But before we dive into all that, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing psychology videos. Let's start with why love feels like an addiction. When you fall in love, your brain goes through some serious changes. You might feel euphoric, excited, and totally consumed by this new person. And guess what? Science says that's because your brain is literally being rewired. There are several reasons for this, one of which is the reward system in your brain. The reward system is a complex network of structures in the brain that are involved in the regulation of motivation and reward-seeking behavior. One of the key components of the reward system is a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Dopamine is released in response to various rewarding stimuli, such as food, sex, and drugs. But it also plays a significant role in the experience of falling in love. When you first start falling for someone, your brain releases a surge of dopamine every time you think about or interact with them. This creates a feeling of euphoria and excitement that is similar to the high you get from drug use. Over time, your brain adjusts to this surge of dopamine, and it becomes harder to feel the same level of euphoria. This is similar to how people develop a tolerance to drugs over time. Okay, so far so good. We have a reason why love feels like an addiction. Your brain gets wired to crave dopamine, but it's not the only reason. Hormones also play a huge role. Hormones are chemical messengers that travel through your body and tell different parts of your body what to do. There are many hormones involved in the experience of falling in love, but three of the most important are oxytocin, vasopressin, and cortisol. Oxytocin is often referred to as the love hormone or the cuddle hormone. It is released in response to social bonding experiences such as hugging, kissing, and sex. Vasopressin is another hormone that plays a role in social bonding. It is often referred to as the monogamy hormone because it is associated with pair bonding in animals. Cortisol is a stress hormone that is released in response to perceived threats. It is important to note that these hormones don't work in isolation. Instead, they interact with each other in complex ways to produce the full range of emotions associated with love. For example, oxytocin and vasopressin work together to promote bonding between partners. At the same time, cortisol helps to regulate the intensity of these emotions. Now let's talk about withdrawal. Have you ever experienced the intense longing and sadness that comes with missing someone you love? You can't stop thinking about them, and you would do anything to feel their presence again. Well, science says that this is because your body is going through withdrawal symptoms. That's right. When you're in love, your body becomes accustomed to a certain level of hormones and neurotransmitters. So when you're separated from your loved one, your body tries to compensate for the sudden drop in these chemicals, leading to withdrawal symptoms. These symptoms can include feelings of sadness, irritability, anxiety, and even physical discomfort. In severe cases, love withdrawal can even lead to something called heartbreak syndrome, which is a legitimate medical condition that can cause chest pain and other physical symptoms. Breakup or heartbreak syndrome is a rare but serious condition that can occur as a result of emotional distress, such as the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or the death of a friend or family member. The symptoms of breakup syndrome can be both physical and emotional, and they can vary from person to person. Some common symptoms include chest pain, palpitations, difficulty breathing, insomnia, loss of appetite, anxiety, and depression. It's important to note that breakup syndrome is not a clinical diagnosis, but rather a term that is used to describe the wide range of physical symptoms that can occur in response to emotional distress. So what can you do to cope with the withdrawal symptoms of love? One way to manage these symptoms is to engage in activities that boost your mood and make you feel good. Exercise, spending time with friends and family, practicing mindfulness, and getting enough sleep can all help you feel better when you're going through a breakup. You should also avoid contact with your ex as much as possible. It might be hard, but it's important to give yourself time to heal and move on. If you're struggling to cope with the withdrawal symptoms of love, don't hesitate to reach out for professional help. A therapist can provide you with the tools and support you need to get through this tough time. Next, let's talk about cravings. Ever found yourself daydreaming about your crush or going through old photos of your ex? Well, those cravings are not just random thoughts. They are your brain trying to get more of the dopamine and other feel-good chemicals that you've become accustomed to. Your brain essentially starts to build up a tolerance to the natural levels of these chemicals, leading to cravings for more. To manage these cravings, try to find other activities that make you happy and rewarding. This could be anything from taking up a new hobby to spending time with friends. It's all about finding new sources of dopamine to replace the ones you're not getting from your love interest. Finally, let's discuss the feeling of being overwhelmed. Have you ever felt like you were losing control when you were in love? Like your thoughts and actions were being controlled by this overwhelming feeling? Well, that's because when you're in love, your brain's reward system gets hijacked by a flood of hormones and neurotransmitters. This can make it hard to think clearly and make rational decisions. You might find yourself doing things you wouldn't normally do, like staying in a relationship that's making you unhappy or breaking up with someone who you know is good for you. So what can you do to prevent this from happening to you? One way is to take a step back and assess your feelings. Try to take some time away from the situation and think about what you really want. Another thing you can do is to talk to someone you trust, like a friend, family member, or therapist. They can provide an objective perspective and help you make the best decision for you. In conclusion, love can feel like an addiction because our brains go through real changes when we fall in love. Our brains release a surge of dopamine, causing us to feel euphoric and crave that feeling more and more. This can lead to withdrawal symptoms like sadness and irritability when we're separated from our loved ones. It can also cause cravings for the person we're in love with and make us feel like we're losing control of our thoughts and actions. But there are things we can do to manage these symptoms and make sure we're making healthy choices while we're in love. Taking care of ourselves, both mentally and physically, is essential, as well as reaching out for help when we need it. Love can be a powerful and transformative experience, and by understanding the science behind it, we can make sure we're experiencing it in a healthy and positive way. Now it's your turn. Have you ever experienced love at first sight? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing psychology content.